What Zachary Levi said in this crazy interview that we're going to be taking a look at here, I don't know how he got away with saying this in Hollywood, because this is something that they don't want actors to say. This is something that they don't want celebrities to get out there or anything like that. They continue to try to silence people who say this type of stuff, and we see it happening all the time. We see these type of actors being canceled. Zachary Levi is a big star. He plays Shazam. He's been in other films like American Underdog and all of that type of stuff. And the fact that he, this big time actor, had the courage to say what he said is something that you just don't see to this day come out of Hollywood, especially with what he said. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what he said here exactly. Shazam actor reveals what inspired his mission. This is a big no-no to say this type of stuff in Hollywood. Growing up in an abusive household, Levi never really believed he was worthy of love from a young age. Feelings of anxiety and depression were normalized in his life to the point that he didn't know anything was wrong. And it's kind of crazy to me that he, it's sad. It's always sad to hear when people have this type of growing up type of thing, this type of raising, and it's always sad to me to hear that. It really is, because it's such a tragedy for our culture. It really, really is. He was even insecure about his acting career despite starring in the hit TV show Chuck for 5 seasons and racking up dozens of credits in various shows and films. But it all came to head 5 years ago when Levi had a mental breakdown and was struggling with severe suicidal thoughts. He felt so helpless and alone that for the first time his belief in God faltered. I was so enveloped in the darkness that it was pretty much the first time in my life I could say that I maybe stopped believing that there was a God. Ever since I was a little kid, I had a very real faith, and have always leaned into God and into my faith and trust and followed. He added, I haven't done it perfectly, but I got to this place where to feel abandoned and to feel like I didn't want to live anymore really, really, really shook my faith. Levi's friends and members of his family rallied around him and got him into an intensive 3-week therapy program, which is, obviously all that type of stuff it's helpful. It's good. It's good for, people that are struggling with that type of stuff. As someone who struggled with some of that type of stuff in the past as well, I definitely recommend it. That in combination with a special woman who Levi said showed him love like a mother would and prayed for him daily, helped Levi see that the lies that he had been told for so long and believed about himself were just that, lies. So I really want everyone to understand that it doesn't matter what you do. There's no way of earning it. You just are. You are loved. So that's all good stuff. All that is all God breathed. I can't see it any other way, Levi said. So, that's all just stuff that you just don't see people talking about in Hollywood these days. It's a breath of fresh air in this day and age, and it's something that is basically taboo to say in Hollywood. Like, it's actually pretty crazy that we continue to see these types of stories of people that are actually starting to kind of speak out. And I can only imagine what kind of anger that is stirring in some people that live in Hollywood that hate God, hate order, hate the family structure and all of these different things. They get so angry when they see this type of stuff. Like, people going after Chris Pratt as well. Like, they try to cancel him and all of this type of stuff. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Zachary Levi. I respect what he had to say here. I respect that he had the courage to come forward to say this type of stuff, being in a place like Hollywood and that type of atmosphere and everything else. But let me know what you think about what he said here in the comments below. I would appreciate that a lot. I think it's awesome, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon. Bye.